Did you check? I'm about to say you check to see if you're in the shot.
You swear? Oh, you forgot my paper. We here in paradise.
Scene change. Bloop.
Look at the background. Is that the clouds?
No, that's the trees.
Oh.
It did rain today, but it was like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Adjusting to the time change.
Yes. All right, let's get to it. I lost. Moving on.
Oh, is that all we're saying? I'll back up a little bit. So the winners this week, I'll start from the bottom of my screen and up. The B&B Hayes Assassin, I'll go ahead and say your name, it's fine. Jeremy has beat the second, he was first place, wasn't he? Second place, Team Waller. Roland's team beat Roy's Remarkable. Phil's son beats Bear Tights. Seminoles beat Donnie's Chiefs. Rookie on the Run pulled it out for Chiefs Texans. Bad Week for You beat I Like Honey Buns. And as Deep Ball Football said, Royal Shockers beat. Y'all, this one right here, you know, he said he was going to be cool with me winning and all that. By the time Sunday night came, he wasn't talking. He didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to talk to me. He going to ask me to pull out my players. And I said, well, here's the problem. Even if I pull my players now, I've already beat you and you don't have any more players to play. And I have 5 more people to play tomorrow.
Had you benched the players that I asked you to bench, Josh Allen and all those other 5 players that played on Monday night, I'd have had a better shot of winning still.
He was at 2% chance of winning, which I don't know where they got the 2% from.
Set the record straight. I didn't ask you with the intent of trying to set the league up or anything like that. It was not an intent to cheat anybody. Let's make that clear.
No, he didn't want to cheat at all. He lost fair and square and didn't like it. However, he was like, you should bench your players. No.
I asked my father-in-law to bench his players a week before as well.
Well, you always want somebody to bench play. Why don't you just win based on your players?
Again, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like I was trying to collude to have somebody give me a win. I'd not do that. No.
Well, when you say bench your players, I know, but I'm saying when you say bench your players, you want to win, right?
Jokingly saying that, yes.
I know. Even if it's a joke, you still want to win, correct?
I want to win regardless.
All right. So, anywho, yay me. So, right now, the top 6 that are in in the playoffs is Roland's team, Team Waller, Bad Week for You, Phil's son, the B&B Hayes Assassin, which, come on, Jeremy, you got to go ahead and change your name. And Bob and Royal Shockers is the top 6.
So give me that list again, because I had them in different order. Roland's 10-4.
10-3.
10-3.
Mm-hmm. Team Waller is 9-4. Bad Week for You is 8-5. Phil's son is 8-5, and the B&B Hayes Assassin is 8-5. Royal Shocker is 7-6.
And then I am at 7-6 as well.
Correct.
And then so looks like Roy's Remarkable has put himself out the playoffs possibly, because with 1 week left to play, if he wins, he would need a lot of help from 2 other teams in order to even have a possibility of getting in.
Well, that would be the same for Rookie on the Run and Bear Tight, because all 3 of them are 6-7.
Right. But I don't think that I think they have a snowball chance of it. It's a very small percentage that
so what you're saying is only Roy don't have a chance?
Well,
is that what you're saying?
No.
I mean, speak your mind.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think any of them have a chance because of the fact that they're 7-7. They would have to. We would have. Okay, bottom line, Royal Shockers and Balls Deep both would have to lose to even put them into play.
But there is one person in that top 6 that I named that you said wasn't going to be there.
I'm not guaranteed. I'm going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying we're talking about the 6th spot and the 7th spot right now.
Okay.
I'm saying that at 7-7, there's a chance, but it's really small that both me and you both lose to give them a chance to get in.
Well, first of all, I don't want to do that.
Neither do I. So that's what I'm saying. It's a very small chance.
Okay. I thought I'd make that plain.
if we both lose, then that would put them in play. But we would both first have to lose. They would need help to get in. Okay. They would have to win their games, and both of us have to lose. Okay. Because if you win, that automatically puts you in, and then if I win, it puts me in play and getting in. Now, the other little person you talked about.
The little person?
Little person. Take my picture. That's his new name. Mr. Take my picture.
Did you give him his own name? Zoom in.
Mr. Take my picture. That's you.
Maybe if I turn that light out, because our lighting is horrible. I have to apologize for y'all.
We in paradise.
Okay.
Screw them.
Oh.
Mr. Take my picture.
Your mama didn't raise you like that.
Mr. Take my picture. He has a tough game this week.
Who's he playing?
He played bad week for you. Oh
my goodness.
Now, if we go back and look, I'm just get that one right now. We go back and look. Bad week for you, and Mr. Take My Picture played in week 8. Mr. Take My Picture won.
Okay.
Now, it was a few weeks ago he changed his name to about the Hayes Assassin. It wasn't just about us, because he also beat my nephew as well. Like, he took all of us out. Come on, nephew. Come on, nephew. Come through for your uncle.
Not come through for your uncle.
Because I put our name out there. Hayes here, Hayes there. Come on now, nephew. I put it out there. Come on, nephew. So, give me bad weeks for you record real quick. What is this? Is it 8 and 5?
Yes.
Okay. So 8 and 5. Both of them are 8 and 5. If bad week for you wins, that would again will put Mr. Take My Picture at 8 and 6, which with a win from both of us would put him back in play and not making the playoffs, like I stated.
Well, that depends on.
He has to win. He has to win to stay in. If he wins, if he doesn't win, he's in jeopardy to play. Which again, I don't think he wins. I think he loses and he's out.
Is that a hopeful thinking, or
he loses and he's out?
Okay.
My nephew's not gonna go out on this thing. My nephew's trying to win this whole thing. Let me make that clear.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be in the playoffs.
He's in the playoffs because of his record. Because if he loses, I think he has the highest number of points.
Right now, he does. Yes.
He has the highest amount of points between anybody between that 8 and 6 and that 8 and 5 and 7 and 6 ranking. So. And I either did my numbers wrong last night in my addition, but I thought that Phil's son had less points than Mr. Take My Pictures. So I don't know how that happened, because Phil's son, it must have changed again, because last night Phil's son had 4,202 points and he scored 322. And Mr. Take My Picture had 4,171, and he scored 380, which would have put him over Phil's son. But the standing came out this morning, and it was different. Yeah, so there may be some points.
Phil's son is 4,864, and the assassin is 4,551.
So again, this is the thing. Well, this is why I didn't want to do it last night, because
so I have more points than him currently, and right now he has more points than you.
So again, it goes into what happens next week as far as points are concerned. So it's all, whatever it is, what it is. If he makes it based on the fact of him losing and me winning, and he gets in on points, it is what it is. I can't do anything about that.
I mean, but you said he wasn't gonna make it.
And at this point, I can't do anything about it.
But now he tiptoeing the line.
He's tiptoeing the line.
Not only making it, but putting you out. How do you feel?
No, hold on. Here's the thing.
How do you feel?
Answer the damn question.
Oh, y'all, he get a little feisty.
Because this is what you did week 1, too. You wouldn't let me answer the damn question. You asked me a question, let me answer. Okay?
Go ahead.
So here's the thing. I said he wasn't going to make the playoffs. Absolutely. I still stand on that. He's not going to make the playoffs. But if he does, what am I going to do? I'm not going to make it just the numbers. It is what it is.
Well, I ain't saying nothing about you adjusting.
Here's
what I'm saying
part.
is that you was wrong, which is something that he points out in the chat lot.
That's fine. Beginners like whatever.
When you become 10 toes down sometimes,
that's fine.
It's wrong.
That's fine. My other point I want to make, I need him not to make the playoffs, which goes to my other statement, which was to that runner. Rookies don't do well in their first season. I need him not to make the playoffs so that all the rookies will not make the playoffs.
Okay.
So that also is something that I also made a statement on. Hey, I don't have a problem making a statement and being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't think he makes the playoffs. And with his roster structure that he had earlier on in the season, before him and Phil's son made them trades, boosted both of their rosters, and both of them are getting closer to the playoffs based on that.
Are you trying to imply that they're a team?
I'm not saying that, but I mean,
if they put a little team effort into it,
they could have. They could have had. Look, help me, I help you. That could be a possibility because if you remember, Phil's son was on a downstroke, and he came back based on those trades that he made with Mr. Take My Picture.
But wouldn't that just be roster management, like you preached the last couple of times?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I'm just saying
it sounded like you was hating on the trade.
No, I'm saying that they made a trade and they boost. You got to do what you got to do to boost your roster.
Okay.
And that's called roster management, and that's what they've done. Okay. They put themselves in position to be able to make these playoffs. Now, Phil's son again is also at 8-5. He faces.
Phil's son.
Royals Remarkable, which Royals Remarkable beat him in week 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, that's not a guarantee.
Right now, the prediction is he's going to beat him again.
That's not a guarantee that Phil's son's going to win that game. And if Phil's son loses that game, that puts him in play of not making the playoffs. So, this thing ain't nowhere close to being over yet.
But let him tell it. He in.
That's what he said. He want to make posts in the middle of the night talking about, from the playoff standing. No, sir. It's 14 weeks for a reason. You don't win this thing in the first week. You can lose it in the last, though.
But what I don't understand is how he talked about it took 8 wins in 14 weeks, and he only got 8 wins too.
But he barely got there.
So,
and this is the one that said he was going to go 14-0.
Right.
So there's that.
Only team close to that 14-0 was Roland's team, and he still lost 3. So
right. Nobody's
perfect.
Which I want to point here real quick. Roy's Remarkable, who started off really hot, fell off a little bit after that bet he made. He fell off after that, and then now again he's on the outside looking in, and he had a couple of bad weeks, not for you, but a couple of bad weeks on Monday Night Football where he was winning going into the very last series of the game, and a key defensive stop has beat him twice. Change those points all the way around.
Speaking of defense, I want to shout out to Indianapolis defense because you just bring it on home with that 185 points that took me to the winning circle. Yeah, we'll talk about Indianapolis.
Ain't nothing I can do about it.
I just wanted to shout them out. It's all good.
And you know what? Going into the game, that was not the key points of what you was counting on. You were counting on Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, who both had terrible games. Josh Allen was out there playing in the snow, wouldn't throw the ball.
First of all, you can't tell me what I was counting on. I can't count on Patrick Mahomes to have high points if we're going to win. Every time he has 45 and below points if we win, because he has to go ahead and use the other folks instead of him getting all the plays. So I already understand that it's going to have to come down to defense, wide receivers, and running backs. My defense was supposed to get 105 points. Well, they're overachievers. 185 is what they decided to give you.
And I lost by 90 points. So if they had 105 points, the game would have been a lot closer.
But they didn't. They decided to be overachievers.
Yeah, and that damn Houston Texans need to be put out the damn league.
Wait, you done put them all?
Because I don't know what Indianapolis did to them. I know they ran the ball on them because Jonathan Taylor had a heck of a day as well. But the Houston Texans are out there playing like they high school team. I mean, they couldn't beat what's the Final Four in the playoffs for the college? Cincinnati, Michigan, Notre Dame,
you
Alabama, Georgia. Houston can't beat none of those teams. Not in there, one of them. They can't beat Boise State. They need to put them back in college. Like that team is horrible, and they got the nerve to have their quarterback sitting at home, but they paid all that money too.
Wow. Yeah, no, they got some other issues. I'm surprised they ain't pulled them on off and be like, well, until your issues are clear, we still gonna pay you because we can't be going out like this.
Maybe they should have played him. The people, clearly the people out there playing didn't do anything against that 185 points that came up in defense. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the NFL. We're here to talk about fantasy football.
Okay.
Let me go back to my list here again. I play.
You want me to read off who's playing?
Well, hold on. We're talking about that right now. We're talking about these playoff teams.
Okay.
So I was mentioning the other two people. Maybe go down to myself at 7-6, and you at 7-6. We mentioned you earlier. You face Seminoles, who you demolished in week 1 because the man didn't update his roster. I don't know if he's updating his roster this week or not. Who knows what's going to happen with him? He barely at the bottom. He probably don't get it there.
I'm scheduled to beat him by 130.
So that's going to be difficult. Again, it's difficult, like I said, for Roy to get into the playoffs because of the fact that you playing against a bye week, which is the name has been changed to bye week at week 5, but neither here or there.
Well, he got.
How many more wins did he have? He had those 3 in a row, right? Mm-hmm. And he didn't do nothing since, right?
He had one more.
He had one more week.
4-9 because he beat.
He beat your daddy this week.
Yeah. Which. In Donnie's Chiefs defense, he had some controversy on his team. I can't really defend you, Dad. Sorry, because that's not who you want to lose to. So I'll make sure I beat him this week for us. Okay, all right.
Okay, so then again,
he only beat him by 30 points.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So you play him?
Oh, because he had Tyrod Taylor that only got 10 points.
Who does Tyrod Taylor play for?
Houston. I'm sorry.
Again.
Well, see, the boy was hurt. That's why.
He was hurt.
I don't know. It's a questionable.
He's questionable now after he got his tail tore up.
He has a wrist injury.
Anywho, we can move on from Houston, Texas. And then I like Honey Buns, who I faced in week number 6. And I beat him in week number 6. And we had a candid conversation online that you all may have seen, where he was just saying that he's doing the best he can. The players are just not coming through for him like he needs them to. They just, they falter. He puts him in a game and the player on the bench gets scored. Y'all remember the interview. I need that to happen again. I need him to put people on the bench that are not going to score so that I can go ahead and get this victory again for the second matchup.
So, wait, is this video a come to Jesus meeting for everybody to do what's necessary for you to get in?
No. This is what happened.
I mean, no, it sounded like he was like, I need that to happen again because I want to win.
Well, do I not want to win?
Since he already ain't in the playoffs.
Did you not say you wanted to beat the man for your daddy?
Yeah.
Because you didn't.
But that don't have nothing to do with me getting in.
You have to have a victory to get in.
Well, I understand that, but it was revenge for my father's name.
Oh.
So dramatic.
Okay. Well, then, so that's you there. Outside of the playoffs, Ricky on the Run, who said he didn't have a quarterback last week to play, and won against Chiefs Texans. Now, Chiefs Texans is a 2-time winner in this league. I know, if I know him personally, he's not going to just go ahead and just bow down 2 weeks in a row and let him beat him like that. He will come back and try to have a good game this week.
Oh, Ricky on the Run has Deshaun Watson.
No, we can talk about roster management. I don't know the thought process for Ricky.
Maybe he thought he was going to come back.
I understand that.
Did they say he wasn't going to come back for the whole year?
Yeah, that's been.
They said that out loud, or they just said he's not playing this week?
When his designation for not playing, they have the COVID players that are not going to play. His is not with team.
Not with team.
Yeah, he's at home.
I know he's at home.
He's on the team each week. Like he's listed on the roster.
Well, he's still listed as a quarterback of Houston's on the thing.
Yes, because he's on the as far as they have to came on the 53-man roster. So each week they have to designate him as not being going to play.
Well, you said not on the team.
Because he's at home. He can't go to practice. So why are you carrying him for all week long, all season long? You had 20 moves, Mr. Rookie on the Run, to move him from your roster. But you carried him for 14 weeks at this point. Why was not one of those 20 moves? You drafted him.
He already had 20 moves.
But I'm saying, you drafted him week 1. By week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, why are you carrying that man when that should have been one of your 20 moves? I get getting him early on because it's a good, huge pickup if he comes back and play or if they traded him. But by the trade deadline, which was weeks ago, that should be one of the moves you moved.
When I move.
That's just my opinion. Again, Mr. Phil's daddy. If you feel like that,
Phil's daddy, that is Phil.
I'm sorry, Phil's son's daddy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like that's what you was the best move for you, hey, it didn't work out for you. But you drafted that man with the intentions of him being traded. They didn't do it. You should have got rid of him. But you won this week. Congratulations. I don't know what's gonna happen for you next week. Chiefs, Texans, and neither one of y'all making the playoffs, so we'll see how that works out. Well, I guess you got a chance. You could be 7-7 and get in still, or 8-7, wherever his record is.
He would be 7-7 if he won.
But again, like I said, they just played each other this past week. Then we have Donnie's Chiefs, who beat Team Waller in Week 9. Team Waller just came off a loss. And we said this at the very first taping when we did the drawings for this week.
Backing out like Simpson in that bush. I can't help you with that one, Daddy.
When we did the drawings for the schedule for this week, we knew this would be a contention for him. He was not going to be happy about having to play Team Waller.
He was not happy when he heard he said, "Why I got to play that man twice?"
And then
that he's scared.
And then if you looked at the comments. Mr. Take My Picture said, I hate to see you have to face this next week. Who have to face you next? And that would be Donnie's Chiefs.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't really like when I see my name next to Team Waller. I really don't play him.
Team Waller, also a 2-time winner in this league.
Yeah.
2-time winner, been in the finals
almost every year.
I guess not. He's been in the finals, he wins.
No, because I beat him in the finals one time.
Finals, like the last game.
Oh, okay.
No.
In the playoffs.
Because he beat me in the finals, and then he beat, I forgot who he won against. He beat Phil's son in the finals. Okay. Phil's son came in second that year. I think that was the year that Phil's son came in second. No. He did go to the finals. He's been to 3 finals. Phil's son beat him in the finals. Because I should have been in the finals, and I lost the week before to Team Waller. Team Waller beat me in the semifinals, went on to face Phil's son in the finals, and Phil's son won. And I looked, back then I looked at the scores, and he had a wonderful day. Phil's son, nobody could beat Phil's son that particular week, but he got his only win of the championship.
There's your shout out. You've been looking for a spotlight. There you go. He said something nice about you. Take it and run with it. It may not happen ever again.
4 years ago?
Because I definitely don't have anything nice to say. No, I'm just playing. What was that year? Did you give him his playoff stuff in pennies?
No, I gave it to him. I gave him his all ones.
Oh, I think they were all.
I gave him his money in all ones. I believe. I can't remember if I
we thought about doing pennies though, because we petty.
But so if we go back real quickly. Team Waller won. Then Phil's son won. Roland won. I made that backwards. Team Waller.
That's okay.
Roland. I can't remember which one is which.
All right. Well, this season, he's playing Donnie's Chiefs as his last game.
And then there's Roland, which we just mentioned, is playing Bear Tight. And in Week 9, Roland team beat Bear Tight in Week 10. They just played each other. Again, it's getting down to the nuts and bolts of this thing.
And Chiefs, Texans, and Rookie on the Run, they just played each other last week, right? And Rookie pulled it out. So, back-to-back playing. Anybody you left off?
That's it.
That's all, huh?
That's all.
All right. Who is playing on Thursday? I ask that all the time. Okay. It's Pittsburgh and Minnesota that plays this Thursday. Don't forget, like I do, play League Pick'em. I think the last time I looked, Team Waller was winning. You can't have everything, Team Waller. Jeez. Everybody else go play League Pick'em. Pick who you feel is going to win. Go ahead and put me down as a win this week to beat Seminoles aka from Ben bye week.
That's my friend. I call him bye week.
But he's not a bye week because he wins a game. Like he won last week.
Who we play against?
My daddy.
Bye week number 2.
Oh.
Two.
Don't call my daddy no bye week. Daddy don't do that.
Listen, that's my father-in-law.
There is 4 teams that are 4-9. They tied.
Listen, we also in another league together, and in this other league, it's very competitive. Our draft process.
He don't want you talking about him.
Very difficult. I'm going to talk about it. Our draft process is very difficult, and we compete head to head for draft picks. And every time me and him go up against each other on these draft picks, they say, "Oh, Thanksgiving is going to be very interesting." And what happened this year? The schedules worked out to where I played him before Thanksgiving in the other league. I beat him twice in that league. And then played him on Thanksgiving week in this league, and he got the nerve to beat me.
Daddy, I don't stand by this message that he's putting out. I didn't tell him to talk about you.
Well, how many wins he have in both leagues?
I will not be speaking against my father.
That's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's not in double digits in between 2 leagues. He got 2 leagues to put it together.
Daddy, get him.
That's my father-in-law. I love him. That's my father-in-law.
Get him.
That's my father. He watching too. Shout out to Donnie's Chiefs. Maybe next year. He's back to the drawing board already. He called this one a wrap 3 weeks ago.
Oh. Well, I can't do nothing about that. So, shout out to the first 6 teams currently. May we hold on to our spots.
Not possible.
Oh.
Because bad week for you and Mr. Take My Picture got to play each other. That somebody's going to lose.
Well, I said, may we hold on to our spots. If it don't happen.
It can't happen.
Well, bad week for you. Oh, they are the same thing.
Yeah. Somebody's going to fall out. Somebody's going to fall out and somebody's going to be very like, oh my God.
I'm not going to pick a winner on camera between the two of y'all, but I have in my head who I'd like to see win.
Here's the thing.
But good luck for both of you.
They're not watching their games only. They're watching everybody else's game too, because if you lose, you are subject to not make this thing. I'm going to say it.
Uh-oh.
Bad week for you has a better chance of making it with a loss than Mr. Take My Picture.
Because
and let me put this out there, and this is no. I like you, Jeremy. You know, we good, we cool. I'm saying, Mr. Take My Picture. Let's promote his business of what he does. Great photographer. If you need pictures taken for senior pictures, weddings, banquets, bar mitzvahs.
Not the bar mitzvah.
I don't know if he does strip parties or not. I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
If you take pictures of strip parties, hit me up. Let me know. We might get something together. I don't know if he does that or not, Jeremy.
When are you going to randomly have a strip party?
I don't know.
You've already had your bachelor party.
I'm just saying. Somebody else may be getting married out there.
Who?
I don't know. Let me see. Who else is married in this league? Everybody's married in this league.
And why in the world would you want to take pictures at a strip party?
I don't know.
That's not what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be confidential. Although some people have a bachelor party and people talk about it because they don't know no better.
After the fact.
It's supposed to be hush.
Oh
Almost supposed to be a Vegas type of situation.
God.
But we go to weddings and folks talking about the bachelor bachelor party, and I'm looking like, I don't want to know. Thank you.
Neither here nor there. Like I said, if you need
we'll put his business in the
I forgot.
comments.
Is it game type? I forgot the name.
You don't never know the name, so just when you hear me say we're gonna put it in.
I'm gonna go on the limb. Game type production. If that's not the name of your business, I'm sorry.
Heat Game Production.
There you go. There you go.
You just give me 5 seconds to pull it up, okay? Before you start putting out somebody's stuff in there. Who in the hell is Game Type? Heat Game Productions, okay?
Heat Game Productions, that's right.
.com.
We've used him several times. He's done our wedding. He's done our senior pictures for our daughter. He's done something else I thought for us.
He did. And
our anniversary pictures.
Yeah. Oh, our engagement pictures, not anniversary.
Yeah. You got it. You got it. But yeah, you're a great photographer. Love you. And you're not going to make the playoffs.
You know what? Every time he say something nice, it come back.
This is what this is all about, though. Let's be honest.
I know.
This is what this is all about.
I just know.
We're here to have fun, some camaraderie amongst friends and family, so we can have something to talk about
and
during the
Phil
season.
Son.
Oh, see? And Phil Son.
I'm just playing. We cool, Phil Son. We cool. I ain't gonna call you by your name till the season's
So I
up.
need
I
to
don't care
confirm.
what you say.
I want to make sure that we confirm this.
Mm-hmm.
This was not just a regular season bet. That was the entire season.
It's the entire season.
So don't go changing your name after week 14
said
again.
he tried to renege on it and say that he was going to change his name after he make the playoffs and Rookie on the Run don't. And I said that wasn't the thing. It said full season. The season don't end until
the
there's
champion
a champion
is awarded.
won. Yeah.
And if you brought some chance, by a snowball chance in hell, win this league again.
Oh God, please not. I'll be on my knees praying the Lord do not do that.
You will be awarded with Phil Son as a winner. It will not be anybody else's name but Phil. If somebody some chance it happens. I don't see it happening. But good luck.
Jeremy got a Valentine's Day special on his website, y'all.
Oh, Valentine's is coming up not too long from now.
Says Happy New Year, bringing the new year with a bang. Valentine's Day is coming. Have a couples portrait session for $150. Includes 3 poses, prints, and digital downloads. That might be cute.
Listen here. If you could do me a favor, sir, after you watch this, please go in and add that to the chat so that others can see that special. And we try to get you some business. I know you may be busy on other things.
I'm about to say he busy, he booked.
I'm just saying, but he might. I'm just saying, we're here to promote anybody that's out there doing something. Anybody else is doing something, we're gonna reiterate again. Don't forget Smash House. Now there's a lot of church representations in this league, and again, as our pastor,
and you can't think of one of their names.
As my pastor said this past Sunday. What?
He think quoted from pastor.
He said we are here to get people to the body of Christ. So listen, if you know somebody out there, it's okay to evangelize to them. I think everybody in here that's in this league has know the Lord. So I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all that know somebody that don't know the Lord. So if y'all know somebody that know the Lord, talk to them. I don't know what you just sent me in a message right there. I see you post.
I just sent you the Peep Game Productions to put it in the
description. Put it on there, not me.
We gonna put it in the description of the video. I said earlier.
I'm sorry.
Y'all.
But yeah, for real, Jeremy, can you go ahead and add that in there? What else? This is gonna be a little touchy for you. DJ services. There's a DJ in this group. There's a photographer. There's Smash House. There's churches represented in this group. If you need something,
T-shirt designs.
Hit somebody up in this group. We know people. Let's what's the word? Let's network with each other.
Mm-hmm.
If you need some, hey, this Be Squared is just not for this video thing. Be Squared Away is a real thing. We can help you find what you need. Be Squared Away. So
we got something coming up. We gonna hit y'all up. We'll let y'all know about it soon as it's up and running. But anywho, yep.
Okay, we got something coming up. Look out, be on the lookout. I'm too will be on the lookout.
You know what? When you talk to your husband about stuff and then he act crazy in front of a camera, that's what happens. I know you forgot, and that's fine. Anyway, so all the teams, I said Pittsburgh and Minnesota play this Thursday. So if you have anybody in those games, make sure you adjust your roster accordingly. League pick'ems. Good luck to everyone. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm letting you talk.
Okay. Good luck to everyone on your games this week. And enjoy your week. We will be in paradise for the rest of the week. So when we come back, we will be in a different scenery again, back in good old cold KC. So we will holler at you then. Time for breakfast. Bye.
Be squared.
Be squared.